What are you doing here, Lilith? The stone is gone, as is the hero who claimed it.
You. I should kill you where you stand.
Even if you could, it would do you no good. Tell my brother if he wants the stones, the cycle demands his champion defeat mine at the reckoning. So it has been for 100,000 years. 9 times before have I defeated him, and I shall do it once more. You should flee from my brother Melkor as soon as you can, Lilith. His guidance will bring you nothing but peril and ruin.
Hello, friends, and welcome back to Season 3 of Sunny Survival. As always, we hope you're doing well out there in the world. We're here at the valley, and we've got a bit of a situation brewing up here at the starter base. Look at the state of our storage system. Not only is everything all jumbled up and out of order, but as you can see, we are quickly running out of space. And that's not the worst of it. Let's go to a warp that I have jokingly saved as Bag End. It's just a hole in the ground under our main base. But once again, the chest monster is starting to take over, even down here. So, what are we going to do about it? Well, today is the day that we're finally going to build what will be our forever home during Season 3. And like we said way back in Episode 1, it's going to start right here at the top of this central hill. But first, we've got to do something about this tent over here. Now, I'd rather not just remove this tent entirely because it represents the first night that we spent in this valley and is a part of the story. So instead, we're going to take a few seconds to relocate it about halfway up that cliffside right over there. That didn't take long at all, and now we've got a lovely little campsite overlooking the valley. It's not as well lit up here as it should be, so the mobs will be a little bit of a problem until we can get some underground lighting going. So let me kill that skeleton over there real quick, and I'll show you around. We've got everything moved up here properly, though I did move some of the boxes around from their original positions just to make it easier to walk around up here. There was already this little pumpkin patch that was up here, and I didn't want to get rid of it, so I moved it over here and spruced it up a little bit so that it looks both nice and very intentional. And now we've got a nice flat spot for our future home to go. It's going to go right down there. We're going to build an actual hobbit hole on this platform, and instead of digging into the ground, we're actually going to build it from the ground up. So the first thing we need to do is determine how big our hill is going to have to be. Great. So with the floor plan in, we've got a really good idea of where to go to from here. Hey, buddy. Right, so this is obviously where our front door is going to be. Where you see the cobblestone on the ground, we're going to fill that in with walls. So that should give you a rough idea of how big each of these rooms is going to be. It's a hobbit hole, so that means we're going for maximum coziness. There's plenty of spaces set aside for fireplaces. Where you see these moss carpets that I've put down, we're going to put lots of different colored, lush carpets and rugs. And around here is the back door. Our next step is going to be to take where we've laid this moss circle out and build the hill up over the top of this floor plan. We'll be sure to leave some gaps for the doors and the windows that peek outside. But without any further blubbering on, let's get that part going. Now, with the hill in place, it's starting to come together just a little bit. Let me fly over here to on top of the golden stag so we can see how it's coming together. Don't worry, it kind of sticks out like a sore thumb, but we're going to be filling and blending this shape in nicely with the surrounding area. So let's go inside and see how much space we have to fill up with our rooms. Inside here, we've got a nice high ceiling, which will allow us to have our roof in that iconic round effect that we all associate with Hobbit holes. So I'm going to go through and build each of these rooms out one by one. And as I do, let me read to you an excerpt from one of my favorite books so that you'll know exactly what the vibes are that we're trying to recreate in here. We're going to start here on the outside, filling in these windows and doors, and then go room by room to build our cozy little home. It had a perfectly round door, like a porthole, painted green, with a shiny yellow brass knob in the exact middle. The door opened onto a tube-shaped hall, like a tunnel, a very comfortable tunnel, without smoke, with paneled walls and floors tiled and carpeted. Provided with polished chairs and lots of pegs for hats and coats, the Hobbit was fond of visitors. The tunnel wound on and on, going fairly, but not quite straight into the side of the hill. The hill, as all the people for many miles around called it, and many little round doors opened out of it, first on one side and then on another. No going upstairs for the Hobbit. Bedrooms, bathrooms, cellars, pantries, lots of these, wardrobes, he had whole rooms devoted to clothes, kitchens, dining rooms, all were on the same floor and indeed on the same passage. The best rooms were all on the left-hand side going in, for these were the only ones to have windows, deep-set, round windows looking over his garden and meadows beyond, sloping down to the river. Truly a masterpiece. I hope that we've been able to capture the essence of what a Hobbit hole should look like. I put a few Easter eggs throughout the house, and the first one is right here at the entrance. So here's the house, but let's go into the gardens first. Naturally, every respectable Hobbit will have a mushroom patch growing. We've also got pumpkins and melons here in the middle, and the rose garden off to the side. All of this looks lovely and lush when peeking out of the windows. Now, let's go inside. Be sure to hang your hats and coats on the pegs in the foyer before we make our way into the house. Here in the front room, we've got the One Ring perched on the fireplace, and from here we can make our way into the kitchen. This will be a nice place for us to store all of our uncooked food and potion ingredients for our future time around the server. Next to the kitchen is, of course, the dining room. No real storage in here, but you can imagine dwarves sitting all around the table, plotting adventures and the stealing of dragon gold. Through here we've got the master bedroom on this side, but let's go down this middle hallway first, which we've furnished with fluffy carpets and rich side paneling on the walls. Around here is the den. Imagine after a large supper, grabbing a book and curling up by the fire. I've put a little overflow storage room next to the den. Not sure what we're going to keep in here just yet, but we'll have plenty of chests and barrels to house whatever we don't put in the big auto storage system. Through here is the larder. Every Hobbit hole has to have a nice big room dedicated only to food. So we'll keep all our cooked food goods in here, in these barrels and chests. This is where we can write and keep all of the lore books that we'll be planning throughout the valley as the season progresses. And through here is the master bedroom, complete with a big lush rug and a cozy, warm fireplace. This leads into the back hallway and to the back door exit, which is accessed by a pathway that leads around the side of the hill. Now, down the back hallway, we've got the wine cellar, which we'll visit in just a moment, but first into the guest bedroom. Someone on the server made a little cat map art that I have peeking through the window here. It's very cute. And then the last room on the back hallway is for our enchanting setup. And we do indeed have the full level 30 enchanter cooking in here with plenty of room for storage of our lapis and books and things. Okay, on to the cellar. Now, I can tell you right now that this house alone will not be enough to fix our storage problem. So in the next episode, we're going to build a humongous auto-sorting storage system, and that will be accessed by climbing into this barrel in the wine cellar. But for now, folks, I'm afraid that that's going to end our journey here today. If you play on Sunny and would like to check out this build, you can catch us as always at Warp Valley. If you liked this video, do let us know in the comments below. But for now, this is Jacoby signing off, and we'll see you all next time for another great building adventure.